Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're down here and we're gonna start etching out this pond and moving some dirt. We're gonna be working on the greenhouse this weekend too. I'm just kind of starting right here because I really want to get those willows moved, and I want to have this pond kind of etched out and know where exactly it's gonna kind of be before I bring the willows in. But I definitely think getting the willows moved in here is going to bring them back. There's still definitely part of the season left where they can get some sun and really work on getting some roots put in. So we are going to kick this over onto a little time lapse for a minute, and I'm going to work on moving that dirt. We're also going to bring that dirt from there. We're going to kind of bring it over here just to kind of build this up right here to where the rain water isn't washing through this area. I'd like to try to get this built up and keep it dry. Then that'll kind of make the water, it'll go there, and then whatever water comes down that I can't force that way, we'll kind of channel it around the back and out. But that'll keep this nice and dry, and I think that'll help multiple things. So the chicken coop is up on blocks, so there's definitely room to bring dirt up another 6 inches or so. So we're going to kick this over, and I'm going to get working with the shovel. All right, let's do it. Well, all right. For you, that was just about a minute and 50 seconds. I could use a break. So, I don't know how much you'll be able to see here. It all kind of blend together. But we have the pond kind of shaped out here. I made sure I left enough room where I can still kind of do something right here in this space. I don't really care if I can walk through here, but either way I know the chickens will be able to. And then it kind of curls right around. Right in front of the little porch here, we was able to put a pretty significant amount of dirt over here. It's obviously all still loose, so that'll pack down quite a bit. Almost level with the door over there, but that'll push down quite a few inches. But the more we can build this up, the more we can keep water out of right here. Try to keep this kind of a dry mound. Obviously a lot of the water is going to funnel into here and then overflow that way. Before I do any more digging here on this, I'm going to go get a 2x, somewhat straight of a 2x. It's kind of hard to come by those these days, but try to find a 2x that's somewhat straight, and grab my 4-foot level out of the work van. Thanks, Kevin. And I'm gonna lay it across here and make sure that my levels are where I want them. I did start piling up some dirt on that side just because with the hill here, this side is obviously higher than that side. And I don't want it to where, you know, the water barely comes up halfway up this side. I'd like to try to get it to where it's flush, build up that side, and then let it overflow over there. There's plenty of room for material to climb in this chicken run. You know, this isn't the level it's going to stay at. I mean, once we start making beds and planting stuff in here and just material working its way, it is going to rise up some anyway. So I went ahead and brought that up some. We'll check it with the level, and then when we get our liner in here, then it'll be flush. So before I do any more digging, I'm going to do that. Don't want to get in too deep, you know, in certain places when I need to be focusing my attention somewhere else. So before we get ahead of ourselves, we'll check level and we'll get back to cleaning it up some. Pretty sure someone's in there dropping an egg. Yep. So I got me a 2x, and I didn't grab the work level, Kevin. That way I could leave it back here so you can't give me crap. But as you can see, so I got this edge pulled down because I want to try to keep this edge kind of close to where the actual edge of the pond will be, because water's not going to be, you know, up here. The water, you know, the edge of the liner and stuff, water level, I want it to be down here. So if I measure from up there, I'm, you know, adding pitch to myself that isn't necessary, because that's edge of pond, not where I actually want water. So we got it pulled down there, and you can see I got where I got my dirt piled up, and we're close. We're pretty close. So this could still use a little bit, of course, too. It'll, you know, that's gonna settle a little bit. I'm gonna tamper it some just to try to get it to where, you know, once we have the liner down and we get it with water, then it doesn't slowly start settling, you know, more and more and just holding less and less water. So I will be kind of tampering that down just to try to get it compacted, and that way once we do have the liner in and the water in, it's kind of like close to our finished aged result, you know. So we're gonna move this around and kind of see where we are, kind of all the way across here. And I'm starting to run out of time for the day, so I don't know how much I'm going to, probably not gonna get much more than just kind of eyeballing and seeing where we're at currently. But there's pretty much the same. So starting right here on this corner, we definitely need to bring it up a couple more inches. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do right here. I could put a little piece of PVC in there and then just kind of let that kind of be, you know, kind of like a culvert on a pond where it can overflow out that way, but that's definitely don't need to be that serious. So I'm just going to try to slope the ground kind of down to where it'll just kind of naturally just kind of overflow out of the edge over here. But we don't want it to be this low right now. Another thing I kind of want to keep in mind is crossways too. Not the same. Just needs to come up a few inches. That's a pretty drastic right there, so. Kind of see where we're sitting at this way as well. It's actually pretty level. I could bring this side up a couple more inches as well. It wouldn't matter if this side's too high, just as long as it's, you know, where I want the edge of the water to be to match this side. It doesn't really matter how high that side goes. So it all looks pretty good. Definitely needs to come up a few inches still on this side. And we can leave our board back here too, because this is one of our treated 2x that we'll use on the hoop house here. So I'm gonna get back to digging a little bit and kind of funneling this dirt over here, and then we'll do another little short video before we head in. But a little bit more, and brought this up a little bit. I still need to tamper everything. As of right now, this is pretty like the really deep spot, and then I'm kind of grading it out pretty shallow over here. Make it a little bit easier for them to get out if they end up falling in there. But yeah, we still need to double check everything with the level, you know, again, and maybe fine tune a little bit more with the shovel. But one of my egg customers just got here, and I've already managed to give myself a nasty blister with my wonderful shoveling technique that I've been promoting. But yeah, we're gonna call it a day, and we'll definitely make another part of this pond build, probably another video tomorrow. So hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.